Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I feel like it's been such a long time since I filmed one of my typical videos for you all. If you haven't watched my last couple vlogs, to catch you all up, Josh and I and our family, we bought our first home. So we have moved. We are still unpacking boxes and boxes and getting organized. We have some home projects we want to get done, lighting fixtures we want to change out. So it's going to be a process, and it has been a very crazy and overwhelming last 2 weeks as we've started getting everything moved over here and organized. Also, my kids go back to school. Lila, my 7-year-old, starts 2nd grade at her new school tomorrow. So it has just been nuts between moving and getting ready for back to school. Things happen when they do, but we're just rolling with it, and we're so excited for our new home and to start sharing all of that with you guys. But one of the things I needed to get done now that we have officially slept over here for the last 2 nights in a row. We moved all of our furniture and everything over the last 2 days. We're exhausted, but I needed to fill up my refrigerator. We've just been running to the store for a couple meals at a time. We've eaten out a few times or picked up things. That's just kind of the nature, I feel like, how it is with moving, when half of your kitchen cooking stuff is at one house and half is at the other, or not all put away. But here's a quick peek. Again, we're still putting random stuff away, but here's a quick peek at our new kitchen, guys. So lots of meals to be cooked here in the coming months and years. But with school starting tomorrow, I needed to go restock, get supplies for some healthy and easy meals for this week as we're continuing to unpack. I just ran over to HEB to stock up for the week ahead. So getting started on some proteins, I bought a large package of chicken breast as well as a big Texas size pack. They had these on sale today. The salmon was on sale for $7.99 a pound. So I got the family size pack because I will cut this down into portions and pop them in gallon freezer bags to fill up my freezer. Same with the chicken. I'll portion some out that I need for dinner tonight, and then the rest I'm gonna pack with 2 chicken breasts per package and pop them in the freezer to get a back stock of my proteins going again. I also got a turkey smoked sausage, thinking I could do sausage, peppers, and onions, maybe over rice or something for a dinner one night. Some uncured turkey pepperoni. One of our easy lunches or snacks are just some cheese cracker and pepperoni plates. My girls love those. Speaking of kid lunches, they have both been on a sandwich kick. We haven't had sandwich stuff for a little while, so I stocked up on turkey, ham, and some Kobe Jack cheese to make sandwiches or wraps with. That's one of Lila's go-tos for school lunch. She also loves to use tortillas with hummus and then ham or turkey and cheese. You roll it up together and then slice it into pinwheels. That's one of her favorites. We've called it hamushi for as long as since she was, I think, in 3-year-old pre-K. It's been one of her favorite lunches to take with to school. Some fruit restock. I have red grapes, some golden kiwis, a big watermelon at Lila's request. Eat all the watermelon while it's in season. And then a big 24 pack of applesauce pouches, the cinnamon and the plain flavors. My girls like those on the side with dinners a lot. A couple of nectarines, which are some of our favorite fruits. And then I have Dijon mustard. I like to use that on the salmon along with a little bit of honey, bake it in the oven for a delicious honey mustard salmon recipe. We eat some just veggies or potatoes on the side, really yum. A box of salted butter. Sorry if you guys hear little barks and things in the background. Millie, our little 8-year-old Cocker Spaniel. She is still not fully settled at the new house, and she's a little bit on edge. Are you nervous, Mills? Every little sound you hear, it's a whole new neighborhood, new dogs are outside, new people walking by. We also have some lettuce for salads and to top sandwiches with, or to make wraps. Some bell peppers. I'm gonna get another veggie tray cut up. My girls have been loving having veggie trays ready-made in the fridge this summer. I pull them out. They have sliced up bell peppers, carrots, celery, and some sort of a homemade dip, either Greek yogurt ranch dressing, which I make by combining plain non-fat Greek yogurt, some ranch seasoning, and a little bit of either water or lemon juice to thin it out a bit. You can add other seasonings if you want, but that is our go-to kind of low-calorie, high-protein dip for veggies. I also use it when we make salads throughout the week. It's easy to cut myself up some lettuce and then use the pre-cut veggies just to toss together a fast salad. Maybe I'll add some turkey or cheese to it. And it's just a super quick, easy lunch for myself that keeps me on track. And if we want a different dip, we still have the garlic roasted hummus that I picked up for the hamushi stuff. Lila saw these. They've had some of these Chobani flip yogurts before. So they're the ones that have 1 cup of the yogurt and then a cup of like the add-in toppings. My husband really likes these too. So they were on sale. So I grabbed a pack of 4. I also got strawberry cream cheese and a block of regular cream cheese. Strawberry has been the girls' favorite recently. I am a sourdough baker and I am happy to report, guys, Winnie has made the journey to the new house. She's doing well. She was about here this morning. I fed her before we went to the grocery store and she has more than doubled in size. So that means she is ready to be baked with. I probably won't bake today because we got a lot going on with getting groceries unloaded and I got to get dinner started here soon. And I knew she just probably needed 1 or 2 feeds just to get established again. So I'll use the discard probably for some sort of a recipe this week. I'll start collecting that again. So Winnie made it, guys, our sourdough baby. She's here. I also have some filtered water just because I don't want to feed Winnie with our like sink or refrigerator water until I've tried it in a recipe to see if it affects it at all. So I don't want to contaminate my original starter. So I'm using some filtered water until I do 1 bake using regular water and see how it goes. I used my regular filtered water that came out of my fridge at home for sourdough baking in our last house and it worked out just fine. But sometimes your water can be different, especially when you move between cities or areas or states even like we have. So I always play it safe and only use distilled store-bought water when I'm getting my sourdough starter going again after the move, and then I'll use regular water to like trial bake something and see if it affects its rise or anything. That being said, sourdough bagels will be coming later this week since Winnie is alive and well. Got a couple onions on top of salads, the red one especially. So yellow onion, red onion, a couple bulbs of garlic just to have on hand for cooking, some mushrooms. One recipe I am gonna try this week, and I'm gonna have the whole family try it. I think the girls will be iffy on it. I may cook it in a way where it keeps like the veggies to the side and they can have some raw veggies on the side if they want. But we're trying to get more adventurous as the girls are getting older, trying new things outside of their comfort zone. They are both pretty good eaters, so we still like to try new things with them though. But I'm going to use some ground turkey that I picked up the other day and make a turkey stir fry with veggies and rice and like a homemade like sweet and spicy soy sauce kind of thing. So that's on the list for this week. A couple of sweet potatoes. I'll probably chop some of these up and we'll do them on the side with the salmon that I purchased. And then just some cheese. I have some grated Parmesan, mozzarella, and sharp cheddar. We'll use these in a variety of recipes, salads, etc. Because Winnie was still waking up and I had not known if she was gonna floof yet or not, I bought a bag. These are like 4 rolls from the bakery at HEB. They're nice and soft, and I figure we can use those for sandwiches the next day or two until I get a loaf of fresh homemade sourdough baked. I also got some peanuts. Those are one of Josh's favorite snacks. Some jasmine rice just to restock and have on hand. Again, I mentioned doing the stir fry over rice, and I use it frequently with recipes. Bought some fettuccine pasta as well as some rotini pasta. We usually do pasta like once a week on our dinner meal plan. So I just grabbed a couple kinds along with some Velveeta cheese sauce. I will keep this to the side along with pasta and just cook up small batches and add a little bit of this to make some quick homemade mac and cheese. And I'll give that to the girls if Josh and I are doing like salmon one night, which I know even though I'm trying to push new things and they'll taste some, I want to make sure I have sides that they will for sure eat. So anytime I give them something new, I also give them something reliable that I know they'll eat. Please ignore, I'm trying to deep clean the air fryer if it's sitting in the sink right now. But look at how big my new sink is, guys. I'm loving my new kitchen. We got work to do in it still, but I'm loving it so far. All right, I got some chocolate chips. These are the semi-sweet chocolate chunks. I'm gonna try and make some, I'll whisper so the girls don't hear, they're in the playroom. I'm gonna make some cookies for the first day of school as a special treat. I bought a box of corn muffin mix and then just some Crystal Light raspberry lemonade to have in the pantry. Some tomato sauce. One thing we did start trying out this summer was I use my sourdough starter to make sourdough pizza crust. and we cook it on our Blackstone grill, like grilled pizza. It's so good. So I use a little bit of tomato sauce. I put my own Italian seasoning blend, garlic, all that kind of stuff in it to make a pizza sauce. Add some mozzarella cheese or turkey pepperoni on top. So that'll be a fun family pizza night one night. Some kiddo snacks. The girls were both with me while we went shopping today, and I had them each pick out a couple things. So they wanted some Pirate's Booty popcorn, these honey mustard pretzel bites, some sweet and salty peanut granola bars, and then some Pringles. They can have some of those on the side with sandwiches this week. And then I don't have no idea where they went. I had a whole pack of these before we moved and they got lost in the move. No idea. So anyway, those are for washing dishes. And it's still in progress. So I'm getting my coffee stuff set up here. I did grab some Nespresso pods, milk, half and half, maple syrup, that kind of stuff that I use for coffee, and then, like milk for the kids to drink and stuff as we were moving over, just like in little runs here and there. So some other things. So we have a pretty good, fully rounded stock up. And actually I spent, I think right around $190 on groceries today. I also grabbed a few things that we were missing still for school supplies for Lila, because of course we didn't know we were moving this summer. I bought the back to school supply kit that her old elementary school sold online that came all together, and we already purchased her like personalized stuff like her lunchbox and water bottle, and she's using her backpack from last year because she wanted it again. So anyway, we got all the personalized stuff. I was waiting for the school kit to come in, and then I had to compare what we got in the school kit from the last school. They called me so I could come pick it up, and we had to compare it to her list at her new school. So, and then we needed the couple odds and ends that we were missing. So anyway, after all of that, I spent just over $200, but I think on food wise, I spent right around $190 today. And then real quick, I have shared with you guys before about checking Target for deals, especially in their meat department. I ran in there the other day because we needed some supplies for the move, and I couldn't help myself. I always take a look and look at the deal I scored. I got 3 2-pound packs of 85.15 ground beef, each for only $6.85. They were 50% off. I also scored a 2-pound package of ground lean turkey, which I'm gonna use in that turkey stir fry. Also 50% off, $7.25 for 2 pounds. And then this pack of brats, which I threw in the freezer as soon as we got home, which is why it's a little bit frosty. I just pulled it out to show you guys. $2.50, 50% off. So I know I came home and Josh was like, I thought you weren't grocery shopping until tomorrow. And I was like, dude, I found a deal. So I stocked up between this, the chicken, and the salmon. I'm gonna be pretty much set for a lot of our meals the rest of the month, because I will break these down into 1-pound packages, into Ziploc freezer bags. A vacuum sealing machine situation is probably gonna be in our near future now that we have some more storage space. Yes, that is something I want to get, because this is how I typically shop at the beginning of the month, or as I see sales, I stock up and we get the meat stocked in our freezer, portioned out and ready to be used for meals. It helps us save a significant amount of money across the month just by having our proteins ready, and then I shop my proteins from my fridge and freezer first to build my meal plan off of. Okay guys, so I didn't think I was going to go over to Costco for a while yet, but honestly there were just too many things that it was just easier to buy in bulk and just restock the house all at once. So yesterday I did my HEB haul that you guys saw. Today I popped over to Costco with Nora this afternoon just to grab a few more things. With back to school going on, they had a big sale on lots of like kid favorite stock ups. The Bear chicken nuggets, which are one of our all-time favorites. They make the easiest dinner or lunch, add a protein to a salad or a wrap. But these were on sale for I think like 13-ish and change dollars per bag. And this is a 4-pound bag of chicken nuggets. So that was a great deal today. I got a large package of frozen broccoli florets, the organic ones. I like them because it's a 4-pound bag, but it comes with 4 1-pound bags inside that are steamable, so you can just pull one out ready to go for a side with dinner any night. My girls love these fully cooked chicken sausages with their breakfasts in the morning with back to school. These are a quick way to get them a boost of protein that's really fast. I just heat them up in the microwave, and I love that there's no sugar added. Some maple syrup, a restock. We use this in, Josh and I both use it in our coffee as our sweetener, and then obviously with the kids, if we're doing waffles or pancakes, I just made a huge freezer batch of waffles this morning to stock up for back to school, easy breakfasts for the kiddos. So got some more maple syrup, some more of our Kirkland grass-fed butter to restock in our fridge and freezer. I'll probably pull one back to the fridge, the rest I stick in the freezer and just pull it out as I need it for baking or cooking with. a large 2 dozen pack of organic free-range eggs. I grabbed a 2-pound brick of sharp cheddar cheese to use for recipes, a double pack of the Chosen Foods avocado oil spray. I use this all the time when I am cooking, just to grease up my pans and stuff. That is the same watermelon I bought at HEB. I did have to cut it up later this afternoon. Some Grillo's pickles. These are definitely our favorite pickles. My kids love snacking on these, as well as having them on sandwiches or with burgers. We're still grilling a lot on the weekends. I did go ahead and pick up a large container of plain unfat Greek yogurt. I know I got those 2 individual cups yesterday, but we already went through one of them with dinner last night. I did the sheet pan quesadillas, which I shared in one of my previous videos. They're so good. Lila requested them, so we used that single container for like sour cream topping. So I knew I was gonna need more of that. So we grabbed that real quick. And then Lila saw these the last time we were at Costco, and because we were aware that we were moving and packing and I was not like loading up our fridge and freezer on back stock items, I told her, I promised her that we would buy these the next time we did a Costco stock up for the new house, because she loves mozzarella sticks, like little snack to tide her over when she gets home from school, or sometimes we'll do these as like a fun dinner with like a big salad on the side. Ignore this, I'm in the middle of proofing some sourdough bread. And then I did find, this was perfect. I needed to restock all of our bathrooms in the new house, and these are just some beautiful hand soaps, and the scents sounded really good. Sweet orange, creamy coconut, English pear, and amber fig. The Home Aesthetics hand soap collection. They have it right now at Costco, and I want to say this was only like $12 for these 4 large hand soaps. So perfect. I'm all out of paper towels, so we restocked on that. And then I thought this was a great little find in the home section. I tried not to go too crazy over there because we're like still unpacking stuff. I know I'm gonna need a number of these kinds of things for our new house, but this is a runner rug. It's 2 feet by 7 feet. It has this really plush, cozy fabric. And I thought that would maybe be a great area rug for right here, like in my little kitchen gallery, or maybe we'll use it in the master bathroom by the sinks. Not sure. I'm gonna unroll it and see how I like it, and honestly, I may go back and get another one for the other area. So that's what I'm working with here this week at the house. I have a bunch of meals planned to cook for this week. Ideas for breakfast and lunches and some snacks. Trying to keep it relatively simple since I know every day I'm still gonna be unpacking, including finding all of my makeup and getting that set up. I started in like the girls' rooms and the playroom just so they would have their spaces set up and ready to get into a routine before school starting, and they'd have a go-to space to be playing while Josh and I started going through and reorganizing the whole house. So all of my closet clothes, our bathroom stuff, we like went and found the necessities for like showering, but makeup, hair stuff has not really been uncovered yet. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.